Hello, it's Sam here once again with my latest video on my journey through cancer. It's been a while, hasn't it, actually? It's been a number of months, probably about 3 or 4 months since I last released a video. So I've got a lot to tell you about, and I'm sorry that I haven't posted up a video for so long. To be honest, I was considering not continuing with the channel. I wonder at times whether there's much point in doing the channel and whether really people get much benefit from it, but I've decided to stick with it for now. And perhaps you can let me know in the comments whether you are actually getting some value out of my postings. So what's been happening over the last 3 months? Well, back I think at the end of May, beginning of June, I stopped my chemotherapy cycles. I had 4 cycles in total. That was over 3 months. And the good news was that the cancer responded very well. The cancer in my peritoneum has shrunk. There's 3 spots in my peritoneum, and they've each shrunk. One has almost completely disappeared, and there's been substantial shrinkage in the other tumors. And obviously, my oncologists were very pleased with that. But unfortunately, I still have this peritoneal cancer, and it's a very difficult cancer to treat because it's in a difficult place for the chemotherapy to get to, as I understand it. And the CAPOX chemotherapy that I've had has done its job, reduced those tumors down, and oncology are very pleased with that. But the cancer's still there. And really, my only hope as to a curative outcome from the disease is to get that cancer operated on, to have that surgery to remove it. So my oncology team sent over my scans to Basingstoke Hospital, where there's a specialist unit that deals with this particular type of cancer, this peritoneal cancer. Now, the only operation that is available for this type of cancer is known as a HIPEC surgery. That's HIPEC, or a cytoreductive HIPEC. And what they do essentially is they open you up from the belly all the way down, and open you up quite widely open, and they cut out the cancer before they put a hot chemotherapy wash directly onto the cancer site. And this is quite a radical new surgery. It's known as a radical surgery. It's only been available for about 10 years, I believe. And it really is the only treatment available for peritoneal, what they call peritoneal metastasis. That's easy for you to say, not me. But anyway, so yeah, basically, this is the only operation that that can help cure me of the cancer. So the scans were sent over to Basingstoke Hospital, and I had a meeting with the surgeon there. And I must say that the surgeon was a little bit downbeat. We had a discussion, and he doesn't like the fact that one of my tumors is very close to some major organs, low down in my body, sort of near to my prostate gland, seminal vesicle, I think, the rectum. The tumor is quite close to these organs, so he's reluctant to proceed until he's seeing a year of no further growth elsewhere in my body, so to the lungs and liver. And then he wanted to take a view again in January as to whether to offer the surgery. Now, I wanted to get a second opinion. I think with something like this, it's very important to get as many surgical opinions as possible. So I asked my oncologist to send my my scans over. In fact, I had another scan at the end of August, and for those new scans to be sent over to 2 other hospitals. One hospital is called Christie's, and it's in Manchester, and another one which is called Imperial, and that's in London. I've heard back now from both hospitals, and one of them, Christie's, is keen to see me, and I'm going over there next week for 2 MRI scans, an MRI scan for the small bowel, and also a general pelvic MRI scan. And the idea is to see what the extent of the disease is, and to decide whether they should just throw a little bit of caution to the wind and get the surgery done sooner rather than later. So next week, I'm packing my bags and I'm heading off up north to to talk to the surgeons, have that MRI scan, and then hopefully we'll get a good decision on whether to do this HIPEC surgery. And it is very radical. I mean, I've got some very gory pictures of it. In fact, I might pop one up in a second just to show you what it involves. It's not pretty. But that's my only hope. And really, we will need to decide at some point whether we actually want to go for the surgery. But really, I think I'm probably going to have to, because otherwise, really, I only have a few years left on this planet. So what else? Well, there's another thing. Next week, also, before I go to Manchester, I've got a camera down the old mouth to have a look at some issues with my esophagus, and also one up the bum as well. So 2 cameras. I'm going to be on a special diet as of Sunday. I have to take this thing called Moviprem. It's like a, here it is. Look, it's a Moviprem, and this is apparently quite a serious laxative that's going to basically move everything out so that the cameras can go in. Right, so that's kept you up to date now. I've also got another, I've got a consultation with Imperial over the phone as well later on in the month. So it's been quite a busy, actually, few months. I'm sorry I haven't recorded any videos. Sometimes I just find it difficult to know what to say in these videos. But that now has brought everybody up to date. And just to let you know, the HIPEC surgery, it is a big surgery. It only actually has a 25 to 30% curative rate. So even with the surgery, I'm not going to be necessarily out of the woods, but we have to follow through with all options, I guess. Now, one other thing to tell you about is I've decided to have an Instagram account for my journey through cancer, and that's so I think it's going to be a little bit easier for me to record videos maybe while I'm out on a walk and things like that, to keep you up to date on Instagram and just talk again through my journey through cancer. But that's it for me for now. Again, I hope you're finding this channel interesting. Do let me know in the comments. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel, you'll get my notifications. And actually, if you click the bell button as well, you'll get notifications when I do get around to posting these videos. That's all for me for now. And I look forward to seeing you hopefully on Instagram. The link's below below this video. And I really hope to see you there. And of course, on my next video as well. Many thanks, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.